Good evening, everyone. Thank you for showing your patience. Let's dive into this wonderful webinar. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all to this remarkable online webinar as we gather here today to celebrate World Oceans Day on this 8th day of June 2023. The World Oceans Day is a momentous occasion that allows us to recognize the immense significance of our planet's vast bodies of water. Today, we come together as a global community to honor and appreciate the breathtaking beauty and abundant resources that the oceans provide us. However, it is also a time for reflection and realization as we acknowledge the critical challenges that our oceans face and the urgent need for action. The theme for this year's World Oceans Day is Planet Ocean, Tides Are Changing. It serves as a poignant reminder of the responsibility we hold to safeguard our oceans and ensure their vitality for generations to come. As we confront issues such as climate change, pollution, overfishing, habitat destruction, and plastic waste, the time has come for us to unite and take decisive action. We must work together to protect and restore the health of our oceans, for they are not only the lifeblood of our planet, but also a source of inspiration, wonder, and sustenance for countless species, including our own. Today's webinar offers a platform for exchanging, learning, and collaboration. Through thought-provoking discussions and enlightening presentations, we aim to delve deep into the challenges our oceans face and identify practical solutions to safeguard their future. Now, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Mr. Arun Das, an entrepreneur and founder of STEM Systems, for his invaluable contributions to this sector. His expertise and commitment to the field of aquaculture from a very young age are truly commendable. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you, our esteemed participants, our respected professors, for joining us today. Your presence signifies your dedication to this cause and your willingness to be part of the solution. Let us make the most of this opportunity to learn from one another, to share our experiences, ideas, and best practices. As we embark on this World Oceans Day webinar journey, let us remember that the fate of our oceans rests in our hands. Together, we can create a wave of change that will ensure a healthier, more resilient, and sustainable future for our oceans and all the life they support. Thank you once again for being a part of this important gathering. Let us dive into a video which we created long before this event. So let's see. this was the video presenting why the need of World Oceans Day was required at first. Moving forward, technology is a boon to the humanity. Likewise, in order to protect marine life and sustainably manage the ocean, it is imperative to highlight the catalytic role of science and technology. So, for this, I would like to call Shambhavi Kumari Mishra for presenting a presentation on the technologies which are used for preserving the ocean for future generations. Shambhavi, please.
Thank you, Payaja. Um,
Yes, I can hear you.
okay, I'm going to share my screen. Please check. Is my screen visible?
Yes. Shambhavi, please let me know if you're facing any technical issue.
Let me try once. I'm unable to
It's
share
okay,
my
take your time.
presentation. Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. So, for due to some technical issue, I'll be sharing Shambhavi's presentation. So, please show some patience.
Payaja, please look. Like, are my slides visible there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, your slide is visible.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. A happy World's Ocean Day to all. If men doesn't learn to treat the oceans and the rainforest with respect, men will become extinct, said by Peter Benkley. As we are supposed to save the ocean. as the ocean is a body of salt water that covers approximately 70.8% of the earth and contains 97% of earth's water. The term ocean also refers to any of the large body of water into which the world ocean is conventionally divided. We are supposed to protect and explore our global ocean, as ocean feed us, regulates our climate, and generate most of the oxygen we breathe. They also serve as the foundation for much of the world's economy, supporting sector for tourism to fisheries to international shipping, and it covers more than 70% of the Earth's surface. Cutting edge technologies helping us to dive deeper, gather more oceanic data, and solve some of the biggest challenges. Thus, I'm going to share some innovations that have been high-tech tools which has born from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration partnership with the fishing industries and technological companies, be it large or small. First one is the trap to control invasive fish. Lionfish may look beautiful, but rapidly increasing population of this invasive venomous predators in the western Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Mexico, and Caribbean Sea are threatening the native species. Recently patented lionfish trap could control population of sightling and satisfy a demand for new, delicious seafood option. It is recreational and commercial fishers are currently helping to test and improve the traps. As in the figure, we can clearly see that a lionfish purse trap sits on the ocean floor until it is retrieved by fishers. This trap is baitless system. Since lionfish are naturally attracted to structures, they congregate within the perimeter of the ocean trap. And when the trap is pulled close from the surface, the lionfish are trapped. Next is the camera to monitor the whale migration, as understanding the whale behavior and migration pattern help us protect them. But collecting this data is costly, time consuming, and limited to daytime hours. Toyon Research Corporations developed a way to track whale blows night and day using infrared cameras mounted on ships or on shore. NOAA uses this data to estimate the whale population size based on the number, location, and timing of the blows. Next is the drone that sails and surfs in pursuit of ocean data. NOAA and Sail Drone joined forces to create a fleet of uncrewed solar powered vessels that collect real time, high quality data throughout the ocean. These tiny orange drones, as seen in the figure, are improving the NOAA's access to data that can help forecast hurricanes intensity of sightling, which will also be informing the sustainable fisheries management, detecting the oil spills, conserve the threatened species, mapping the seafloor, and helping the scientists more deeply understand how the climate is changing and ocean ecosystem that is of the coral reef. Next is the system that is of fluorescent flashlight to study the coral reefs, as juvenile corals are really small, so tiny that scientists wants to study them, but sometimes can't see them on reef. Understanding how they develop is important for protecting precious coral reef ecosystem that more than half a billion people depend on worldwide. Night Sea created underwater flashlight and microscope attachments that use fluorescent light to help researchers detect the study of the tiny baby corals. These technologies proved so useful that researchers are also using it to view microscopic communities, study about the microplastics, and explore the seafloor. Before ending my presentation, I would end up with saying, with every drop of water we drink, every breath we take, are connected to the sea, no matter where we are on earth or where we live on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Shambhavi. We really need such enthusiastic participants in for such webinars conducted in our future. And thank you for sharing your time, expertise, and your valuable insights with us today. Your presentation was truly enlightening and thought provoking. Next, moving forward, I would like to call the backbone of our initiative and committee guide, Dr. Stanzin Gawa, Assistant Professor cum Junior Scientist in the Department of Fisheries Economics, for addressing the welcome and the guest speaker of today's webinar. Sir, please.
Thank you, Payaja. Thank you for a wonderful introduction, and Shambhavi also very good presentation. So, as you know, the theme of this webinar is like ocean, and the tides are changing. Really, tides are changing, and we are at a crossroad where we need to take certain steps and measures till that the tides are in our favor until it goes away from us. So with this, I would like to also give to express my thanks to Shri Arun Das for taking time and sparing his valuable time and giving us, and congratulations to Payaja also for roping such a wonderful guy uh, for our webinar. So if we go give a brief introduction about Shri Arundas, yes, right. He's a remarkable young entrepreneur and a passionate advocate of ocean conservation. And as a student at Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Science, Kochi, Kerala, he has immersed himself in the study of fisheries and ocean science, gaining a deep understanding of intricate ecosystems that make up our oceans. Driven by the desire to make tangible differences, Sri Arun founded STEM System Company, an innovative venture that focuses on developing sustainable solutions for aquaculture industry. Through his company, he has brought together his scientific knowledge, experience, entrepreneurial skill, and commitment towards environment. In addition to this entrepreneurial pursuit, he also served as a consultant at Advanced Vanami Research in Aquaculture. His role allows him to apply his expertise and provide valuable insight to further advancement of responsible aquaculture practices. With his expertise and passion for ocean conservation, Sri Arun Das is well equipped to provide valuable insight on World Ocean Day. He can shed light on the challenges facing our oceans, the role and responsibility for towards aquaculture in sustainable efforts, and importance of engaging young minds in pursuits of ocean conservation. Indeed, Sri Arun Das is an inspiration for others to take action, to embrace sustainable practices, and to work together to protect our oceans and countless life it sustains. With this, I would heartily want to welcome and thanks Sri Arun Das from STEM Systems for giving his time for this webinar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Stanson and Ayodhya. Thank you.
Over to you, Payoja.
So I would like to now request Mr. Arun Das to express his insights towards the theme of today's webinar. Sir, now you are. It's the webinar is over to you, and you can share your insights and your experiences with us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stanson and Payoja, Sampavi, all of you. Thank you. And I am not open my camera because of I think there are a lot of network issues. I will share my screen by my mobile only. Just tell it's visible or not. I will share it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so no issues.
Is it? Can you see it?
Yes, sir. It is visible?
Okay, the presentation is visible, I think. Okay. So welcome all my friends and professors. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. And I'm also a BFSC student from Kerala University of Fisheries and Ocean Studies. And Can you hear my voice? It's no nothing and no problem.
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Then I finished by 2022, and I started my MFC in aquaculture by 2023. And as you see, these are the setup we are making. I made a company that's called STEM System. That means Sustainable Technology for Environment Management, and not only for aquaculture, it is for all the systems, all the technology that favor environment. So today is World Ocean Day, and I don't know how many of our friends seen that sea piracy. There is a Netflix series called Sea Piracy. It's a documentary, and you can see that how much we are consuming, how much we are what we call looting from the sea. If you are seeing from see that documentary, you can learn that how much we are looting from the oceans. So from that I am starting. And last few years, our government, our department, all are interested in developing new technology for safe and safeguard the sea and ocean. Somebody also show some presentation, which was very good. But there is one thing we are very interested in developing strains like Jayanti Rohu and Katla, anything, and freshwater fishes for aquaculture. But last time we discussed that from 2050, I think we need to develop new technology for introducing the mackerel and sardine into the ocean because we are looting that much. So from this I am starting. I am some points I want to tell, and I will introduce myself. Uh, and I was born in an island called what we call in a Kochi. It's named Aru in 99, and I was born in an island. It is surrounded by brackish water, so I was very interested in aquaculture and fisheries activities. And from the childhood I am seeing lot of people are engaging with this activity, so I decided to pursue a degree in fisheries. So 2018 I got admission in Kufos. Then I realized that there are a lot of people are struggle with the things like they need knowledge to do the aquaculture as well as the fisheries activity. So 2019 I started a startup called Aquatic, and it was started with my mother, and we are distributing the fish feed for the farmers and giving some help to the fishermen also. Then in 2020 our startup got exponential growth, that they are noticed there is a man who is helping the people, there is a business that is helping the farmers. So we got a good exponential growth. And 2022, me, my friend Ashruti, and my co-founder Ashwin, we started the STEM system in 2022. So the problem that was faced by the people in Kerala, mainly the farmers, like they what we call like they are cultivating lot of fishes, but the income is not that much because they don't know how to farm the fish in a scientific way. And the thing like lack of fish feed, you know, the Kerala is not that much a producing state. We are a consumer state to Andhra and Tamil Nadu. So there is no fish feed producing center in Kerala, and the unavailability of the fish seeds, the perfect fish seeds, are very lacking here. And mainly the problem is the technical knowledge to the farmers to do the things. So we started our consultancy, feed distribution, and seed distribution, and the marketing support. These things, if you are seeing like any farmer or any fisherman coming to this loop, it's an ecosystem where he came, and it will develop him to, we will give him a technical knowledge, we will give the feed, seed, and marketing support at. So when he came, he will be a good farmer and he will get a good income. So these are the solution we made. And coming to the traction, nothing you are seeing that uh, this is from, I think it's from our Rave program. We did a Vanami culture. It's about 1 acre, and we produced it's around 2 ton production, and about 350 plus clients. That means that fish farmers are benefited so far. I started it from May 2022, and it's 1 year. 350 clients, and then 10 districts. It's a given impact to 1,000 plus families. And I noted that the average production growth is 100%, means if the people are following a traditional farming method, they are producing 10 kilo. They are following our methods, they will start producing 20 kilo with the same effort. So these are the things we did by the feed distribution. Means there are a lot of international and national companies in India. We went to Andhra and discussed with a lot of company, and we are representing now two national and two international companies. That's Global, Cargill, Sketting, CP, and you know me. We are giving here. So we started the feed distribution from 2019. Now it's about, we started from a one bag distribution. Now it's around 60 tons. That means 1 lakh and 40,000. I think 40,000 fish feed bag we are distributing per year. So, when you have an ambition, you have a dream, starting from a single step, you can do. When you are giving a good to another person, it will come like a karma. So, started from 2019. Now we have about five district distribution and four varieties of fish feeds we are giving. So next thing is high quality seeds. When we started the consultancy in Kerala, there is a lack of fish seed varieties. Only the carp and tilapia is majority. Then we started promoting the marl, sea bass, red snapper, and atropus around the south coast. And now Wanami also, it's a shrimp variety. Now the production is much safe for some fishes like marl and somewhat like some extent this punkish is same like Andhra. We are producing same like Andhra. So coming to marketing, and now there is a good concept for live fish trading. And the majority of problem by the farmers are having is they don't know how to sell the product. They know how to produce the product, but we help them to market the thing like a B2B. That means business to business platform. And now it's about 200 farmers and 22 farming community are delivering the online and offline seafood to the homes. So these are the things. It's like a presentation made for a GSEA, and so these are the future plans and the currently future plans for 2023, and it's currently doing here. So empowering, mainly we are empowering the, women and tribal community. Also we are focused on, I told you, it's not about the aquaculture. Already we are focused on making suitable and sustainable management for every environment like ocean also. So you can see that seafood from sea catch is declining from 2040. So we need to like in south coast today, these 2 months are going to troll ban. That means you cannot go to the sea, and you cannot catch the fish. So that means we are trying to improve the troll ban period like 60 days, now only 45 days. So the sea catch is unpredictable, and we cannot say tomorrow we will get 2 tons, 4 tons. So we need to. We are now focusing. We are developing the things like now they are not going to catching the fish. So these 2 months they can go and cultivate the fish. So other livelihood activity, other major income we are developing. So when you develop a good source of income for the fisherman community, they will divert to that, and the sea catch will be very less. So these are the smart app, fish farmers, all the things for the aquaculture only. So these are our team, me, my co-founder, and my friend Ashwati. So Coming to the World Ocean Day, I need to talk something about our future plans. Like last time we gone to CMFRI, we went to CMFRI and we start deciding some problems about. Do you know about the sustainable carbon neutral farming? So now Lakshadweep having I think it's about 300 hectares of seaweed farming. So we are also going to partnership with them. We are starting our seaweed farming in Lakshadweep. That means carbon neutral farming. We are putting lot of carbon to the water when we are feeding the fish. You know, the HCR is very less compared to poultry and somewhat extent to any other animal. The fish farming is 1.5 is the FCR or 2 is the FCR. That means you are providing only a small quantity of feed for getting the fish as a protein source, but it is also we are giving, if you are producing 1 kilo of fish, you are putting 1.5 kilo of carbon. So the oceans are getting so much accumulated with the carbon. So we are going like a sustainable carbon neutral. That means we are going to seaweed farming, and we are also deciding about the world's third oyster and mussel hatchery in Kerala. It's incubated, and the technology is transferring from only CMFRI. It's coming to the Kollam in Kerala. This is also very important. That means the carbon neutral. You know, the mussel is green mussel, and this Perna verdis is the green mussel, and this can accumulate all the phytoplanktons, and it can grow. We don't want to put any feed. We are giving pearl oyster and this green mussel using only the green water technique. So we are mainly focusing on the carbon neutral technologies, and the main thing is our system. I will show you the first slide. Our system, I am just putting our slide that we are mainly focused on the recirculatory aquaculture system. That means it's for the shrimp. Wanami, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 systems. These all systems are now in Kerala, also Kochi and around places. These systems are developed by ourselves, our 4-year experience, and this recirculatory system. I will tell you that if you are cultivating shrimp in a traditional way, 1 meter cube, that means 1,000 liter, you can only produce about 0.5 kilogram or 1 kilogram fish. That means token density is about 50 or 60. This system we are using, you can produce at least 4.5 kilogram per meter cube. That is the capacity. So the biosecurity, the recirculation, all the things are very efficient, and this is the sustainable way. Recently, India became the first in population, you know, so we need to feed the future. So, and we cannot go to the sea and loot the sea in coming few years. So we need to start culture our own feed to feed the future. So these are the techniques we are developing, and I am very much thankful you to give this wonderful opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think our audience must have learned a lot after your presentation, and we really liked your presentation and how you presented, and also the things we got to know, some new technologies which you told, like the carbon neutral farming. And I think some might be having a little bit doubt about the carbon neutral farming. And if anyone in the audience wants to ask anything to sir, they may ask.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So my question is, as we know that the ocean are the sink of carbon,
Yeah.
and if we can store that carbon by carbon sequestration process, so it uh, any inventions or any new technologies are coming or not, are not regarding storing of carbons
The main
from the
problem with,
ocean.
yeah, I understand. The main problem, the sinking is ocean problem is that extracting this carbon is very much costly than other things. Like the ocean is the main sink for every element. Like gold is also in the water. It's very hard to extract these things from our ocean. That's why the technologies are under developing condition.
Uh, just like in sir, I have read an article from Indonesia. Sir, in Indonesia, farmers are storing carbons with the help of fossil fuels, uh, with some
Yes.
injection process. Uh, so, sir, I mean to ask, sir, in India there is not any kind of technology to store that uh, carbon with the help of injection capsules or something.
Yeah, we don't have that much of advanced study in India, but we can do this seaweed culture because the carbon is going there. We can utilize this carbon as and photosynthesis, and we can produce the thing like a seaweed because within 40 days or 30 days or 45 days, we can convert this carbon to the biomass when you are cultivating this seaweed. There is no need of that much of what we call the money we can save by, and we can produce lot of this seaweed. So I think this organic method and this biological method is more important, and we are mainly focused. The CMFRI is mainly focusing on these techniques.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Any more questions from the audience?
Not only about this ocean and conservation and these advanced aquaculture technologies. So I think most of you are which semester? In which semester?
Sir, here means all the year students are there means up to final year students.
Okay, and then how many of you know about the Erasmus scholarship?
Yes, sir. Many of us know.
Okay, there are so many of the scholarship are available for our students nowadays. So kindly go through the knowledge getting from around the world, read so much articles and publications, and go to the social media, seek help from your professors and every teachers. And not only the in India, around the universities are giving support to our people because we are like 4-year program. We are expertise in aquaculture and all the technique. Like our syllabus is, if you are looking like that, it's around 59 or 60 papers. It start from aquaculture to the entrepreneur background. So find out the thing which is you are interested, and search the things around the world and go for it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, as you told that your company has started some new farming systems which has helped the livelihoods to produce double amount with limited resources. And I think that we really need to understand, because using resources isn't the purpose, but sustainably using resources is very important. And Even if we are talking right now about ocean conservation for future generation, everything is about sustainable use. But means it is very easy to speak this word sustainable, but I think this word has immense meaning in itself. So means with sustainability exactly means what you have understood till now.
Yeah,
Like how can
I
yes
will give you an example.
yes
Recently,
yes
we are mainly focused on the recirculatory system. I think all of you know what is recirculatory system. Like we are taking one pond. It's about 10,000 liter pond is there. We are putting some fishes in that, and daily or weekly we are changing this water, so we are wasting this water, right?
yes
You understand? Okay, we are wasting this water. Like in Africa and in many places, they don't have the water. If you go some Nigerian countries, like they will do anything for you, the bottle of water. So we are wasting this water. So we introduced that there is something called the biobolts and the moving bed bioreactor, which is developed from HDP material and the petroleum material, which is a what we call the permanent asset. Once you buy these things, you can continuously use these things for filtering the water. So 10,000 liter you put in one pond, you are filtering 6 months, you harvested one fish, then you chlorinate, then you can use these 10,000 liter for second culture. But some extent there is evaporation rate is there, so it's about 9,500 liter. It's okay, we can top up it. So from daily weekly changing 10,000 liter to using this 10,000 liter for 2 or 3 years, that means 6 or 8 culture is the sustainability. You understand? So the thing is like that, using wise is sustainability. Giving fish feed for the fish is sustainable, but why we are choosing the pellet feed that it is floating? That's previously our teachers or professors saying like that the sinking feeds are there. We are evolutionary. We produce the pellet feed. Why we are producing the pellet feed? Why we introduced the pellet feed to Kerala? Because this pellet feed, that means the floating feed, you can see the fish is eating or not. If you are putting so much of the feed to the water, you don't know the fish is eaten or not, we don't know. But if you are putting the pellet feed that is floating, you know how much they feed, they are feed or not, they feed or not. If it is somewhat more, you can take and dry and you can give them a second time. Understand? So these are the wise utilization of our resource, that is called the sustainable. So when you think the out of box, you will get how to use the things in a wise. I think you got this thing.
yes sir. um,
Your South Indian tour, your industrial visit, and these things already done. I think Jharkhand is in the heart of India. So you have any sea or ocean in? No, I don't think so.
Yes, sir, Jharkhand is purely landlocked. There is no
Landlocked.
ocean.
Okay, okay. So, do you have any what we call interest and to come and see in Kerala, any nearby? Anyone is coming to Kerala already, I am heartily welcome all of you. So try to go around the world, not only in India, around the world you can go. So now we also started culturing the fish, shrimp in near to sea, that is having what we call the saline water. Then we started culturing the shrimp in a artificial saline water. You know, artificial saline water means it's a mixture of calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium, and chlorine. So now we can produce shrimp inside a tank using a artificial saline water. So thinking wise, that means we can convert the fresh water to saline water, and we can produce the shrimp in landlocked areas. This is also aquaculture. These things is also aquaculture. So we can conserve, we can do the things in a better way.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you. And another participant among us is has collected some while reading some articles. He got something, and he wants to share with us. So I would like to call Shubhra Pallab Bhatt from third year to
Okay, Payaja,
his
wait a
presentation.
second.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Arun is a very
Yes,
wonderful
sir.
presentation, and we thank you for giving your valuable time for us students. And indeed, you are from your presentation. What I feel like you have identified a problem, and based on your knowledge that you have gained through your BFSC program, and you have applied it, and in a way have solved a solution, because we already know that we have a lot of resources. Like India, you take your pick, we have all type of resources, marine resources, inland cold water fisheries, but what we lack is the scientific temperament and the scientific technology and the capacity building of the fish farmers, so that they can increase their productivity, which you have really done. And your future vision for carbon neutral is also very fascinating, and we will like to wish you best of luck. And we also would like to accept your invitation to visit Kerala and your facility. Yes, in future we will be taking our students to South India tours also. So we would like to take meet you in person, and we can you can share more knowledge, your field experiences with the students. That will be very good for our students and for you also. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Over to you, Payaja.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So I would like to call Shubhra Pallab Bhatt for his presentation. So I'll be sharing his presentation. Um, Shubhra Pallab Bhatt, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay.
Good evening. Greetings to all. This is the perfect time to throw light on two problems. First problem which I came across while studying was sinking of Aral Sea. Aral Sea was the fourth largest lake in the world between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, which started shrinking in 1960. The cause behind this was diversion of main source of riverine water of Syar Darya and Anu Darya river for cotton cultivation by Soviet Union. Moving to the next slide. In this slide, you can see the remaining of ships in Aral Sea and a map of Aral Sea in 1960s and recent year. Moving to next slide. The second problem was Chilka Lake of Odisha, having choking of inland channel as well as shifting mouth of connecting sea, untreated sewage discharge in Chilka Lake. If this problem continue with Lake, it may become the Aral Sea. We might not see the problem in present, but in future the problem may arises. So these are the point of discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubhra. So now his presentation is open for discussion.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for your arranging this. Such a good, wonderful session. Anyway, I just want to notice that already Shubhra is pointed out regarding the Aral Sea, and then here in case of Kerala also we can see one more lake is there, Ashtamudi Lake. Okay, that also getting narrowed down nowadays. This is my point because generally we know Kerala because it's a kind of gateway of our backwater. In there also you can see Ashtamudi Lake also facing same this kind of problem. That's all.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We didn't know about that fact, and thank you for sharing it with us. I would like to share my screen. There's a website. There's a initiative, actually, we can say, taken for ocean conservation, and it's World Ocean Day organization. And I would like to present there some themes which they have started this year. So this is World Ocean Day website, which recently has been developed, and according to it, the theme which they have started is 30 cross 30, which says that we can protect our planet's life support systems, which is currently right now less than 70%, 17% of land and 8% of the ocean worldwide is protected. So, due to the efforts of this growing global 30 cross 30 movement, which includes and involves the World Ocean Day Network, this our nation's leaders made a global commitment to 30 cross 30 during United Nations Biodiversity Conference, COP15, which I think many of us must be knowing, in December 2022, which shows that together we will continue to strengthen the global movement to protect at least 30% of our blue planet by 2030. And hence the name 30 cross 30, which will safeguard our future generations. So, means throughout the nation, whoever are conducting or has started any initiatives for protecting the oceans, they can they can list their events on this website. And through this website, I think at least our team got to know many things which we didn't know, and we wish to visit some oceans and seas in our near future. And I think it will be then the clarity will come. So that's it for today. And now I would like to uh, like anyone, if you they want to say anything about today's webinar.
Uh, uh, for this year, this decade is also been declared as United Nations Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, and celebrating Ocean Day in this decade is really significant because now, due to climate change, then environmental degradation, and a lot of initiatives have been taken to conserve our ecosystem. Like back in 1993, FAO has adopted the ecosystem approach to fisheries management. Till then in 2000, Millennial Development Goals were set from 2000 to 2015, where in their goal number 7, the sustainable environment was taken, and in which the marine protected areas were increased. And at the end, we started for sustainable development goals, which have 17 goals. And in 14 goals, the life below sea is there, and under it, 10 targets are there. And with that, we are trying to sustainably use our water resources and conserve our natural environment. So, in meantime, the scientists have also realized that doing stock specific management practices has not yielded any results. So now scientists in general are at the consensus that ecosystem based approach to fisheries is the way forward for conservation of our ocean resources. So this only I want to add. And thank you, Poyera, for wonderful anchoring and moderation, and all the students and especially our guest, chief guests. Thank you. And Dr. Hafif also giving some valuable suggestion and inputs about the Astamadi Lake. Yeah, it is a serious concern because the approach to environmental protection and conservation, somewhere we think there is a policy paralysis because at the head a lot of policies have been formulated, but the implementation, or we are not getting the result which we aim to. So it is the students, we can contribute from our ends, we can bring awareness, and at the end you guys will be at positions where you have the capacity to make some decisions. And this through these webinars you can really generate that sense of responsibility towards the environment and our oceans. Keep it up. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Over to you, Prayoja.
Thank you, everyone. And hereby, I would like to call Miss Anjali Sharma, a final year student from College of Fisheries Science Gumla under Birsa Agriculture University, Ranchi, for concluding today's event.
Thank you, Payaja. First of all, good evening, everyone. On behalf of our organizing committee, I would like to express our sincere appreciation for your active participation and contribution to this incredible World Ocean Day event. Today, we have come together to celebrate the beauty and importance of our ocean and to address the pressing challenge they face. We would like to thank our distinguished speaker, Arun Das sir, for sharing his expertise and insight and valuable contribution to the discussion. Your knowledge and passion have undoubtedly enriched our understanding of this issue at hand and inspired us to take action. We are also grateful to all the participants who have joined us today. Your presence and engagement have made this event truly meaningful and impactful. Your commitment to ocean conservation is essential in driving positive changes and preserving our ocean heritage for future generations. Lastly, we would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to our organizing team for their tireless effort in planning and executing this event. Your hard work, creativity, and attention to detail have ensured a seamless and engaging experience for all participants. As we concluded this Ocean Day event, let us carry forward the knowledge, insight, and inspiration gained here today. Let's continue to work together in our individual capacities and as a global community to protect and preserve our ocean. Thank you once again for your unwavering support and active participation. Together, we can make difference and create a future where our ocean thrives. Thank you.
So hereby, thank you everyone for joining. Especially thank you, Mr. Arun Das, for joining us and sharing his insightful journey and his knowledge with all of us. And I think we'll be conducting more webinars like this in near future. Thank you, Stanzen sir. He's really the backbone of our committee, and he always appreciates us for doing things, for doing such events, and for he always keeps us engaged in something, and we get to learn a lot due to this. We have got to know about the days in the fisheries sector, because before this I don't think so I knew that World Oceans Day was celebrated on this day. So thank you, and thank you all the respected professors who have joined in this webinar. And that's it. Thank you to all the participants.
Thank you, Payoja, and thank you to all the social media committee for pulling this event a success. And we hope many more will be coming in future, and we will have a nice collaboration in coming times. Thank you.
Thanks to all our seniors as they are in our final year, and they are really busy because GRF is really near, but still they took their time to join our webinar. Thank you, Anjali ma'am, for delivering her part. Thank you. Now the participants may lead the webinar.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.